this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love, moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're not feeling like Frankenstein this morning. Hope you have your coffee with you as we get set for a elimination game here between the Texas Heat and Church Point. Church Point losing to Palmview yesterday. Texas Heat is actually they're still surviving as well. Church Point was in the winner's bracket yesterday, in which they lost their game to Palmview. They now find themselves in a elimination game here this morning with a formidable foe in the Texas Heat. Andrew Arizola will be the pitcher for the Texas Heat as that first pitch is outside. And we are underway here in a elimination game for a chance to move on to the semifinals later today, to go to the finals tomorrow. The 1-0 is slapped foul. The third baseman might have a play on it. He ranges over. He was near the dugout, though, and pulled up. And it'll be at 1-1. It is another beautiful, beautiful day for baseball. Very little cloud cover today. As Arizola will step off. To the leadoff hitter, that's Caden Chavez. As that pitch misses, it is 2-1. As a shout out to my mom, who loves to do the books. She has completed it. The 2-1 to Chavez misses. It is now 3-1. Very little wind here to start this day of baseball. Usually it's been pretty windy so far. As the 3-1 on the way from Arizola to the leadoff man Chavez is high and outside, and it's a leadoff walk here for Church Point. Taking a look here at the rest of the lineup here for Church Point. Connor Richard will be the batter. Malik Thomas will do the catching duties, batting third. Caden Donman will be the cleanup man at third. Isaiah Joseph will hit fifth at the shortstop position. Seth Allen will bat sixth. He'll play second. Jordan Herbert will hit seventh in right field. Harrison Lopez will bat eighth in center field, and Nathan Clark, who will be at first base, is in the 9-hole. As the first pitch to Richard allowed the runner to move to second base. It is, I believe, 0-1. Showing bunt is Richard. The pitch is pulled back. Called for a strike. And I believe the count is 0-2 or 1-1. One ball, one strike is the count. The pitch just misses outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Kind of hard to see the count out there on the scoreboard. As Arizola is ready, delivers the 2-1, and that's slapped foul down the first baseline. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chavez has incredible speed. over there on second base. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's off and running here on this 2-2 pitch to strike early. 2 balls, 2 strikes, turn and pickoff attempt, but nobody was covering over there at second base. Chavez back in with a slide. The 2-2. Cut on and missed for strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning. So Caden Chavez walks. Connor Richard goes down swinging. That'll bring up the catcher Malik Thomas. Thomas, who has had a great tournament so far. Batting nearly 400 out of the 3-hole. The first pitch to him is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 is a ball that is skyrocketed foul. Thomas a little out in front of that. And now the count is quickly 0-2. Thomas has a cool swagger to his game. Really rocks that catcher's position. Arizola set. The 0-2 is slapped to second. Backhanded stop. Throw over to first is in time. Diego Juan Patlin makes the play. Over there at second, runner advances to third, and now there are 2 away. That'll bring up Caden Donovan, third baseman, hitting cleanup today. Early RBI chance here for Church Point. As the first pitch to him misses upstairs, it is 1-0. Arizola set the 1-0. That's down low. And it's 2-0. Arizola likes to mix his pitches up, kind of like making a bowl of macaroni. He's got a couple of good ones. As that next pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch outside, just missing a bit. It's 3-1. Church Point trying to look for a blossom of offense here in the first inning, as that pitch is cut on and missed, and the count runs full. It's 3-2. They're trying to blossom their offense like a tulip. Here in the first inning, top of the first. In this elimination game, the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside edge, and that will do it here for the top of the first. No runs on 1 walk, no errors, and no base hits. Here in the top of the first, we go to the bottom of the first inning, in which the Texas Heat are due to bat.
stand against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if I look a light, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking, but I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero. But I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex in this 0-0 ball game, bottom of the first. As Justin Jackson will lead things off for the Texas Heat. He's got some power in the leadoff spot. Maybe a potential Schwarbomb we could see here. As that pitch also misses, it is 2-0. Bottom of the first. Oh, this elimination ball game. The 2-0 is inside, and it's a 3-0. The 3-0. That's in there for a strike. It's 3-1. So the winner of this game will go to the semifinals that is happening at 1 o'clock. As that pitch is a foul. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is grounded over to second base from his knees. Has a bobble with it. It was a good play over there at second base to keep that in the infield. That's Seth Allen. So a runner on first. We're going to call that a base hit because it was a tough play over there at second. And that'll bring up Leo Buentello. The first pitch to Buentello is outside. There goes the runner to second. That ball ends up in center field. And now Weston Jackson is going to use his wheels to book it all the way to third base. He's in there safely. The ball gets away. And I think the coach might have accidentally touched that ball. Not entirely sure. But Weston Jackson using those wheels to get all the way to third base. It's 1-0. So this is a quarterfinal game. The winner of this game will advance to the semifinal game that will be played today at 1 o'clock here on Oshner Field, in which they will advance to the championship game. They will face the winner of the other semifinal game in the American bracket. This is the national bracket. So 2 games today. As that pitch is hit on the ground to second. And he is out. So 1 away. Surprised the runner didn't attempt to go home. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication here between the coaches. And the first pitch to the 3-hole hitter. It's Andrew Arizola. The pitch is grounded to the pitcher. We'll look the runner back to first. It's Chavez who's on the mound for Church Point. And quickly now there are 2 away. Runner still on third, and that'll bring up Jose Lira, who did a tremendous job yesterday pitching. As the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. It is 1-0. As a dog just came up here to the deck. I'm not sure what type of breed it is. I don't know if that's a Doberman. Not entirely sure. I don't know my dog breeds that well. As that pitch is called a strike. The count evens up at 1-1. The pitch is upstairs. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch just misses. And that'll be a walk. Runners at the corners. And that'll bring up Jaron Nievas Cabazos, who will also do the catching duties today. The rest of the lineup follows Ethan Elizondo. Elizondo will bat next. He's at third. Seth Pierce is at first base hitting 7th. Diego Juan Patlin will bat 8th at second base. And Jesse Baby Hernandez will bat 9th. And we'll play shortstop. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Time called by the catcher, Thomas. Trying to go over some pitches that he wants Chavez to throw. This is kind of the dream matchup that I was looking for here in this bracket. These 2 offenses and just talent all around by these 2 squads is incredible, as a lazy throw over to first is not in time. Count is still 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is caught on and fouled back. It hits the catcher, Thomas, in the mask. The count now is no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes to Jaron Nievas Cabazos. The pitch is a curveball that is ripped just foul down the left field line. And we'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Cut on a miss. Strike 3. Chavez tight ropes out of danger. And that will do it here for the first inning. We go to the second in a 0-0 ball game. Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex. Here in the top of the second inning. As the first pitch to Caden Doleman, or excuse me, that's Isaiah Joseph. The next pitch is in there for a strike. The count evens up at 1 apiece. One ball, one strike. The pitch is cut on and missed by Joseph. And Arizola is ahead. The 1-2 is fouled back. And so it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way from Arizola is right down Broadway for strike 3. It was an off-speed pitch that buckled the knees of the batter, Joseph. That is the 3rd strikeout already here for Arizola. And that'll bring up Seth Allen. That's Alleman, excuse me. So Seth Alleman will be the batter. That pitch is foul. Three quick strikeouts here for Arizola. The next pitch is on the outside edge. And quickly in the hole now is Alleman. It's no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is hit on the ground to third. Easy play for Patlin over there, who will throw to Pierce over at first for the second out of the inning. So quickly 2 away here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Jordan Herbert. The pitch to Herbert is cut on and missed. It is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is fouled back into the netting. And it's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Arizola in command here in this inning. Is being the head of the house at the moment as that pitch is fouled back. Lands onto the concourse. And it's 0-2 still. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is hit foul. down the third baseline. And it'll still be no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 one more time is hit on the ground. It's in no man's land. The pitcher Arriozola will come up with its throw over to first is in time. And 1-2-3 goes Church Point in their half of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Due to bat is Texas Heat here on the U-Screen Broadcast Network. Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, we just had a home run in the game to our right. It's between Orange County and Palmview 2. I believe that is the second home run of the tournament. As Ethan Elizondo will stand in, the first pitch to him misses for strike one or ball one. The count is 1-0. Elizondo had a home run yesterday that went to the scoreboard. As he fouled back that one, it is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is hit foul. That lands on the concourse. And that'll even the count at 1-2. The pitch is foul. It was actually a drop third strike. The throw over to first is up the line. So it's a drop third strike. But the runner makes it up to first. So it will go down as a strikeout and an error on the catcher. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Seth Pierce. So after the drop third strike, that'll put a runner on first. So the winner of this game will, I believe, play NASA Orange over here at Ochsner Field. As now we have another call of time. Might be to bring on a pinch runner. We'll see. Again, all speculation up here. So I think we're all in the clear here. As that'll still bring the batter Seth Pierce up. A long delay here in between at-bats. I have absolutely no idea what that delay was for. But I guess nonetheless we are ready to play again. Both teams in white uniforms. Church Point wearing the black caps. As that is a good block behind the plate. It is 1-0 to Pierce. Chavez ready. He will deliver the 1-0. Pierce showing bunt. Pulls it back. Called strike on the outside edge. And the count evens up at 1 apiece. The 1-1. Outside. And it's 2-1. Two balls and one strike. The pitch by Chavez. Outside. Throw into second is not in time as that ball trickles into right center field. The runner didn't realize in time that the ball got away. It'll still be a stolen base, however, and now Texas Heat have a runner in scoring position over at second base. The umpires today wearing their blue shirts. Typically they're wearing their cream color shirts as that ball bounces away. That is ball 4. And now there's a runner at the corners with nobody out. And as I was saying, the umpires usually wear their cream-colored shirts, but now it's more of a Papa Smurf type color. Kind of that Smurf color, that bluish, vibrant color, as the throw down to third is not in time. I believe the first pitch was a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch is bunted foul by Diego Patlin. Count evens up at 1 apiece. The throw over to first is not in time. Lefties are a base runner's worst nightmare because it looks like they're about to pitch and then they'll just throw over to the base. The 1-1 is a bunt that is foul. And the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. The pitch is hit foul off the pole. The very top of the pole. And we'll redo 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is high. Another throw over to third. It actually hits the runner. The ball gets away. The coach over there just giving some instructions to his player about how to properly slide back to avoid getting hit like he did. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, fouled back, staying alive, is Patlin. Making the pitcher Chavez work here. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch is hit foul again. And it will remain 2 and 2. The 2-2 yet again. Called. Strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. And that will be the first out. Chavez retires Patlin after 9 pitches. And that'll be the first out of the inning. 3rd strikeout there for Chavez. 2nd strikeout of the inning, but there's only 1 away because the first strikeout was a drop 3rd strike, and the runner got there safely, as that'll bring up Jesse Hernandez, the 9-hitter, who is playing shortstop. The first pitch to him missed outside. And Chavez seems a little rattled, so the catcher Malik Thomas will go out and talk to him and try and calm him down. And I apologize. NASA Orange is on the American bracket, so they're actually here early watching this game to see who they will play at 1 o'clock over there. On the field that we are on here on Olshner, the winner will be playing Palm View 1 as that pitch misses. It is 2-0. Palm View 1 still have yet to lose a game, as Church Point and Palm View faced off yesterday, in which Palm View won. The 2-0 is cut on and missed for a strike, and it is 2-1. The pitch is inside. It hits Hernandez, and that will load the bases. The head coach for Church Point will come out. And we'll have a mound meeting here. So the mound meeting concludes as that pitch is just beyond the infield grass. The infield fly rule will be called. And now that'll be the second out of the inning as Justin Jackson flies out to the shortstop. That'll bring up Leo Buentello, who is 0 for 1. Ground out to second his first time up. In this 0-0 ball game, a big opportunity here to break through in this one, as that pitch is cut on and missed by Buentello. It is no balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. That pitch is outside. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Chavez. That's in there for a strike at the knees, and now Chavez is 1 strike away from getting out of this. Thomas says the pitch that he wants to go to. I imagine the curveball is coming here from Chavez. Chavez has a really strong curveball from that lefty side of the mound. The 1-2. Fastball hit foul back into the netting, and we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The lone cloud in the area has covered the sun a little bit. Long set by Chavez, the 1-2. Curveball cut on the ground to short. Up with is the shortstop, who will throw onto first base. And just like that, Church Point get out of the bases loaded jam with no damage done. We go to the 3rd inning, still knotted up at 0. Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex as the first pitch to Harrison Lopez, the center fielder, is outside for a ball. It is 0-1. Or, excuse me, 1-0. The 1-0 from Arriola is high. It is 2-0. The 2-0 is fouled back to the netting. It is 2-1. The pitch outside, and it's a 3-1 to Lopez. Arriola has been in command here so far. 3 strikeouts to his name. The 3-1 is bounced foul to the netting, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Arriola, glove in front of his face. From the windup, delivers the payoff pitch. Just inside. And a leadoff base runner here for Church Point. That'll bring up the first baseman, Nathan Clark. The pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. And a ball come in play from the field to our right. The pitch is a high fly ball out to left center field. It is one hopper to the wall. On his way to third and going right through the stop sign. Now there's trouble as Clark, oh my goodness, the runner's out there. So Clark goes to first, or goes to third. The runner is out. Some miscommunications on the base paths as Clark really got into that one. It'll be a triple for the 9-hitter Clark, but there is 1 out as there was confusion on the base paths. So runner on third, 1 away. That'll bring up Caden Chavis. That ball was walloped. It was a late stop sign by the coach over there at third base, who was waving the runner home. And probably when Clark was rounding second, he saw the go-ahead sign, so he put his head down and booked it to third. And when he got there, he was surprised to see his runner scampering back to third. So runner at third, corners are in. The ball goes to second base and actually goes under the glove. Church Point will take the lead as throw to first is in time. So the runner is out on first. There are now 2 outs. As now the coach is going to go down to about home plate. Was wondering what the call was over there. It was a big turnover there at first base. So a couple base running errors here for Church Point, but thinking positively, they now have the first lead of the ball game. It is 1-0. So Chavez gets a single, and then it gets thrown out at first. That'll bring up Connor Richard, the left fielder, who struck out in his first at-bat. As that pitch is cut on a missed for a strike, it is 0-1. Lots happening in this inning. It's almost like making mashed potatoes in this inning, as that pitch is called a strike on the outside edge, and now it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, curveball high, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch hit foul. And it'll be 1-2. Bases empty here in this 1-0 ball game. Church Point taking the lead. Winner of this game will face Palmview, who have yet to lose a ball game. The pitch is high and inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce's Wild situation, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Arizola steps off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce's Wild situation. The pitch. Fastball low. And the count will go full. It is 3-2. The pitch bounces, and that'll be ball 4. So a 2-out base runner now for Church Point. As that'll bring up the catcher, Malik Thomas, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. He has to take off the shin guards that he had on in the batter's box because he is the catcher. So with 2 outs now, he will bat. Lots of laundry over there in the batter's box. Got a bat and a couple of shin pads. A 2-out base runner here, and that'll bring up Malik Thomas. The pitch bounces. It's 1-0. Arizola just trying to aim the ball rather than just throwing it. That's something you don't want to do as a pitcher, as it becomes much more tough to pitch. As the 1-0 is low. It's 2-0. You kind of want to just let the ball go and do the work. It's kind of, pitching is kind of like bowling in a sense. Once you just let the ball go and let the ball do the work rather than trying to aim it, as the 2-0 is hit on the ground to Arizola, who leaps in the air. Throw over to first is in time, and that will do it. 1 run comes across for a Church Point. Could have been more. A couple of base running errors in the inning. Church Point leads this one 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third here on the Uscreen Broadcast Network.
I'm rich.
We ain't perfect, no. It's some work in progress. Good things go slow. And I'm no saint. I fall and you pick me up again. You got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Sinking in, and I guess I kinda like that. For the first time, you really got my.
Back here at the complex in this 1-0 ball game. We're in the bottom half of the third, 2-3-4, or 3-4-5 due to bat. Arizola, the pitcher, will stand in. The first pitch he sees is a strike. It is 0-1. That pitch is hit on the ground to third. Throw over to third is offline. Arizola will hustle up to second. The throw into second is not in time. Arizola will reach on the error over there at third base. So an E5, and that'll bring up Jose Lira. Lira, who pitched in the ball game, in one of the ball games yesterday, is Texas Heat faced Everman yesterday. They won that game 13-1. Jose Lira picked up 8 strikeouts in his starting outing. Nearly went the distance as he was pulled with one batter to go. As the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. It is 1-0. It was like he was using a loofah yesterday, absolutely cleaning the Everman lineup. The pitch to him is a bunt. That is hit to the catcher. The throw over to third is... He is out at third. So the bunt attempt doesn't go to plan, as it'll be a fielder's choice for Lira. One out now in the inning. And that'll bring up Jaron Cavazos. The pitch upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Throw over to first is not in time. Nievas Cavazos is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Another throw over is not in time. Pitch. Fouled back. And it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch is a sky-high pop-up in foul territory, and the catcher, Thomas, can't hold on. It's a tough play to make there, especially in full catcher's gear, but Thomas did a good job throwing the mask away so that way he wouldn't trip over it. It's a tough play to make behind home plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is another opportunity hit high. Just over on the turf out there is the shortstop, Joseph, who will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So the drop behind home plate doesn't do any damage, and that'll bring up Ethan Elizondo. Elizondo had a bomb yesterday to the opposite field, hit it to about the scoreboard. That pitch was hit a very long way. The umpires had to talk about it a little bit, as that pitch is hit high. It's not deep, though. Under it is the right fielder, Herbert, who will make the catch, and that will do it here for the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error in the inning. We go to the 4th here at Oceaner Field at the Youngsville Sports Complex. Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex in a 1-0 ball game. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Due up here for Church Point is the four-hitter, that is Caden Doleman. The first pitch to him from Arizola is in there for a strike. It is 0-1. The pitch is a ball that's laced out to second, though, on a knee. Will throw over and is in time. A great play over there by Diego Patlin to range to his right and make that play. Actually, looks like that's not Patlin over there. It looks like that's Ethan Elizondo who moves to second base. Somebody new is over at third. So Elizondo made that play over at second. That pitch is hit foul. There is one away. The pitch inside part of the plate, and quickly now 0-2. To the shortstop Isaiah Joseph, who was caught looking in his first plate attempt. The pitch outside. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is high and inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joseph looking like a gymnast over there, trying to get out of the way of that ball. As that pitch is hit high in foul territory, it will fall foul. Onto the concourse. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a lot of room for activities out here on the concourse. It's a nice open area. As the 2-2 is inside. Joseph had to dance like Snoopy to get out of the way of that ball. And the count runs full. It's 3-2. The pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3. And that'll be the second out of the inning. That ball had some jazz to it. And there are now 2 away here in this inning. That is the 4th strikeout for Arizola. As the first pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. If you're wondering why I'm using so many interesting words, one thing I like to do with my broadcasts that I do, as the 1-0 is cut on and missed for a strike, it evens up at 1-1. I like to have people give me words to use in the broadcast. So a lot of what you've been hearing has been given by my family, a lot of them by my dad. I might say my dad is the best. As that pitch is outside, it is 2-1. So I still have to get one more word in. As that pitch is inside. It's 3-1. I have to get one more word in from my grandmother, which we'll get into a little later probably in the ball game when we have some downtime to talk about it. As that pitch is laced foul over the Texas Heat dugout, and the count goes full. It is 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's one thing I like to do as a broadcaster, to expand my vocabulary when doing broadcasts. As the payoff pitch is on the outside edge for strike 3. And that will do it here for the top half. 1-2-3 goes Church Point. 5th strikeout for Arrizola. We will go to the bottom of the 5th here, knotted up, or with Church Point leading 1-0.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Back here at the complex. Here in Youngsville. As we await the first pitch here to the first baseman, Seth Pierce. Lots of movies coming out this weekend, Oppenheimer and Barbie. Barbie outgrossing Oppenheimer by nearly $1 million, or $100 million. It was quite the weekend, though, for movies, as the first pitch to Pierre is inside for a ball. It is 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to the first baseman, Pierre. The pitch is hit on the ground to second. On a hop throw over to first is in time. And there is 1 away after the ground out. That's Alleman over there at second base. And that'll bring up Diego Patlin. The pitch way outside. Nice catch there by Thomas, and it is 1-0. So Barbie was the last word I had to include, and I think that does it for all the words that my family gave me for this game, as that pitch is hit high but foul into the bullpen over there in the Texas Heat bullpen. And the count evens up at 1 apiece. The pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Patlin. Just missed outside. Count runs full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 4, and Patlin draws a 1-out walk. So Patlin draws the 1-out walk, and that will bring up the 9-hitter. That's Jesse Baby Hernandez. Hernandez was hit by a pitch his last time up. Patlin a small lead over there at first. The pitch is a high pop-up, drifting back as the shortstop. He has to go a long ways back, and he can't make the play. Throw goes over to second. That's not in time. The ball is rolling around the infield, and now there goes the runner to third. Patlin with some heads-up base running. Hernandez also makes it up to second, and now things get a little bit interesting here in the bottom of the 4th inning as the tying and go-ahead runs are both in scoring position for the Texas Heat. So that'll go down as a single for Hernandez and an error on the throw. As we go to the top of the lineup with Justin Jackson, who is 1 for 2, a single and a flyout. The pitch is a bunt that's hit foul. It's 0-1. Time called by Jackson. As the 0-1 by Chavez is on the way. Bunt that is drawed back. Thomas a little spin and throw back to the pitcher. The 1-1. Jackson pulls the bunt back. It's inside, and it's now 2-1. Lots of good food offered here around the ballpark. From Boudin. I think I said that wrong. There is rice bowls. As Jackson shows bunt yet again. The throw over to third is not in time. Would not be great if another runner got picked off over there at third. I wonder if there is meatloaf down at the snack bar. We can jokingly say, "Hey, Ma, where's the meatloaf?" The 3-1 is a grounder to second base. It's a tough play, and that will tie up the ball game. Tough play over there at second. Throw over to third is not in time, and runners now at the corners with still 1 away. And will go down as a hit for Jackson. It was a really tough play over there at second base, and the ball game is now tied. So runners at the corners. Throw over to first is not in time. Keeping Jackson in check. Jackson's got some speed over there at first base. In this tie ball game, 1 apiece. The winner of this game will play Palmview to go to the championship, which will be played tomorrow. As there goes Jackson, who's caught in a run down, but nobody was looking. Now the throw goes over to third, and it's up and it goes into the backstop. The Texas Heat will take the lead. Throw into third is not in time. Justin Jackson causing chaos on the base paths, and he is into third. Texas Heat have just taken the lead. Time now called. The Texas Heat have taken a 2-1 lead in a crazy turn of events. Base running has been the key so far to this ball game. Aggressive base running at that. Justin Jackson causing chaos like he always does. As we will see a pitching change here for Church Point. I think we'll see a new catcher as well. Not entirely sure, as the catcher just kind of threw the glove and helmet at home plate. Let's you warm up the new pitcher. We'll tell you more about the new pitcher on the latter half once he is nice and warmed up. Stay with us here on the U Screen Broadcast Network.
Like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, Buentello is the batter. The first pitch is outside. The new pitcher here for Church Point is that pitch is cut on and missed for a strike. It's 1-1. It's number 7, the right fielder Jordan Herbert. The pitch is inside. It's 2-1. The pitch outside, and that's ball 4. Excuse me, the Texas Heat actually lead 3-1. Weston Jackson scored. So it's a walk to Buentello, and that'll bring up Andrew Arizola. 3-1 is your score. Arizola shows bunt, pulls it back. That is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. Missed bunt attempt, went around. Oh my goodness, throw to second is into center field. And now the throw into third is up the line, and Buentello will get to third after nobody was covering second base. Lots going wrong here for Church Point. A lot of miscommunication happening. The count is 1-1. That pitch is lined into left field. Base hit for Arizola. That'll score another run. The Texas Heat now lead 4-1. Arizola helping his cause out a little bit. As the run scores from third, it is now 4-1. Texas Heat not messing around here in the fourth. The pitch, there goes the runner. It is dropped behind the plate. Pitch is called a strike. It is 0-1 to number 99, Jose Lira. One ball, no balls, one strike. Runner on second. The pitch by Herbert is high. The count evens up at 1 apiece. The 1-1. Inside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch is hit high. Now to medium center field. Under it is the center fielder Lopez, who will make the catch for the second out of the inning. The runner does not advance. So that'll bring up Jaron Cavazos, who fouls that away. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on second base. Two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Long look over there at second. The pitch is inside. It gets him in the helmet. That's why it's important to wear helmets. As now there are runners on first and second with 2 away. Here in this 4-1 ball game. As that'll bring up Ethan Elizondo. The 9th batter to come to the plate. First pitch to him is a grounder that is neatly handled by the pitcher, Herbert, and that will do it here for the 4th inning. But the damage has been done by the Texas Heat. We go to the 5th inning. The Texas Heat lead this one 4-1 here on the U-Screen Broadcast Network.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you will break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh,
Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex here in the 5th inning of this 4-1 ball game. The Texas Heat have turned this game upside down, causing chaos on the base paths like they like to do. As Church Point will look to start a rally here to get back in this ball game. Andrew Arizola will still pitch for Texas, as that pitch is in there for a strike. 9 batters came to the plate last inning for Texas. They were able to score 3. As Jordan Herbert is the batter, the next pitch to him is called strike, and it is quickly now no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Herbert is outside. It's 1-2. Might have a pinch hitter. Not entirely sure. As the 1-2 is cut on and missed for strike 3. And that will be the first out of the inning. That was number 42. I believe that's Jordan Herbert. Nonetheless, there is 1 away. The first pitch to Lopez is foul. It is 0-1. Spot in the semifinals here against Palmview to go to the championship game is up for grabs as that ball is hit weakly out to second. Up with it is the second baseman who will throw on to first for the out. And quickly now there are two outs here in the top of the fifth inning. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Nathan Clark, who nearly hit one out his last time up. Had a triple. It one hop to the wall. If there was wind blowing out there, that ball probably would have carried out of here. Arizola probably going to pitch carefully here to Clark, as the first pitch to him is cut on and missed for strike one. It is 0-1. Arizola, glove held in front of his head. From the delivery, the 0-1 is hit out to third. Trouble there over at first. Throw is in time. What a stretch over there by the first baseman, Seth Pierce, to keep his foot on the bag and collect the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 goes Church Point. We go to the bottom of the fifth here in this 4-1 contest.
They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Back here for the bottom of the fifth inning in this 4-1 contest. Currently, at the moment, I made a mistake. The pitcher is actually Wyatt Smith. So my apologies there. Herbert still in right field. The pitch from Smith is on the outside edge. It is 0-1. The batter is Seth Pierce, who led off the last half inning as he hits that high. Just beyond the first base bag is the first baseman, Nathan Clark. He'll make the play. Looks like we actually have a defensive substitution over there at first base. That's Austin Jones, who is now over at first, who just made that play. So one away, nonetheless. As that first pitch misses, it is 1-0. To Diego Patlin, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. The pitch from Smith is cut on and missed. 4 strike. It's 1-1. I was very, very confused because I heard a bat noise at the same time that pitch got delivered. So I was like looking for the ball, but it was just cut on and missed. Nonetheless, the 1-1 on the way is hit back up the middle. Ranging over, though, is the shortstop Hernandez, who throws over to first, and it is in time for the second out of the inning. Or, excuse me, that is the shortstop Joseph. I was looking at the wrong side of my roster. Now that'll bring up Hernandez, who is 1 for 1, hit by a pitch, and also singled in his last at-bat. Winner of this game plays Palmview. And the winner of that game will go to the championship game, which is tomorrow, as that pitch catches the outside part of the plate. The 1-1. Breaking ball doesn't break into the zone. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch is hit high and a little bit deep as the center fielder arranges back and makes the play, drops his hat in the process of making the catch. That's Lopez out there in center. So 1, 2, 3 go to the Texas Heat in their bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. Church Point looking for some runs. Back here in the 6th inning, Andrew Arizola still working. As it's the top of the lineup here as that ball is bounced on to first, and it is not in time. Caden Chavez busting it out of the box for an infield single, and that'll be a leadoff base runner here for Church Point. That'll bring up Connor Richard. Who is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout, showing bunt. The pitch is called for a strike. The coach not too happy with the strike call. It is 0-1. And next pitch bounces. Count evens up at 1 apiece. The 1-1 is in the turf for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner over at first is Chavez, who has a ton of speed over there at first. The pitch is hit on the ground to the pitcher, Arizola, who will get the shore out over at first. So a good job right there by Arizola to get the out. There is 1 away. Chavez goes to second. Runner is out at first. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. That will bring up Malik Thomas, who is 0 for 2. Thomas has had an interesting day behind the plate. The first pitch to him misses inside. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The pitch is bunted to Arizola. Throw over to first is in time. So back-to-back plays Arizola makes. Go down as another fielder's choice. And now there are 2 outs here as the runner goes to third. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Caden Doleman. As that pitch is in there for a strike, it is 0-1. The 0-1 from Smith. Outside, the count evens up at 1 apiece. The Texas Heat have done a nice job at holding Church Point to just 1 run to this point. Arizola has been masterful so far on the mound. As the 1-1 on the way is cut on a missed by Doleman. And the count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. A pitch from Arizola, breaking ball high. And now we have a deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner over at third. Zola gets the sign. The pitch. Fastball cut on and missed for strike three. And that will do things here in the top half of the sixth. We go to the bottom half. The Texas Heat looking for a little bit of insurance here on the U-Screen Broadcast Network.
Me a second chance. They don't come on often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get you off my mind. And I know it's true, and I'll say this to you. I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. It's easy to set a young heart on the run, to see it crashing out the sky, falling one by one. Walking alone on the coldest night. There's nothing I can ever say to change your mind. I gotta live without your love. We've said goodbye. There's nothing I can ever say to change your mind. Defeated by the dreams and the memories we've made, to see it crashing out the skies like a tidal wave down on me. Walking alone on the coldest night.
change up. Walking alone on the coast. Nothing I can ever say.
Couple of defensive substitutions here as the catcher Malik Thomas will be the new pitcher for Church Point. Church Point hoping for a 1-2-3 inning here as the Texas Heat will send the top of their lineup to the plate. Justin Jackson, who is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and has been tearing it up on the base paths. The first pitch to him, fastball high. It is 1-0. So winner of this game will play Palmview. That is the semifinal of the national bracket to get to the final. With Palmview not actually losing a game as that pitch is in there for a strike. It is 1-1. With Palmview not actually losing a game, the winner of this game actually has to beat Palmview twice. The pitch is high for a ball. It is 2-1. So the winner of this game will have to beat Palmview twice in order to advance to the championship game, which will be played tomorrow at 10 a.m. The next pitch is high for ball 4. And the chaos creator, Justin Jackson, will be on. So a leadoff base runner. That'll bring up Leo Buentello. Buentello is 0 for 2. Has a walk and is grounded out twice. The pitch is way inside. Throw to second base is into center field. So a stolen base for Jackson. And there's a runner on second. Count is 1-0. So with Palmview not losing a game, they have the advantage in the next game as they would have to lose twice to be eliminated. So a big advantage for Palmview in their next game. Awaiting the winner of this one as that pitch is in the turf, goes to the backstop. Justin Jackson now getting super aggressive as the catcher didn't know where the ball was, and he will score. As I said, the chaos creator, Justin Jackson, gives the Texas Heat a little bit of insurance. It is now 5-1. Herbert is the catcher, as Malik Thomas is the pitcher. It is 2 balls and no strikes to Buentello. Justin Jackson giving the Heat a little bit more insurance. It is not a Grand Slam proof lead yet, though, as it's only a 5-1 ball game, as the 2-0 is inside to Buentello. It actually hits him. Coach is not too happy about that one. Tension's getting a little high now. The Heat coach is going over towards the dugout and is not too happy with the pitcher hitting the runner. So tension's getting a little bit high here in this game, in this 5-1 game. Parents now over there chirping a little bit at the Heat coach. It's on the third base side. Throw over to first is in time. Wentello gets thrown out over there at first. So now there's one away. And that negates the base runner over there. The next pitch is in there for a strike. Excuse me, the first pitch actually. To Andrew Arizola, who has pitched a masterful game so far. As that pitch is cut on and missed. Arizola quickly in the hole now, 0-2. The next pitch is cut on and missed. Drop third strike, though. The throw over is in time by Jordan Herbert, who is behind the dish. And there's now two away here for the left fielder, Jose Lira. The first pitch to Lira is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. That is a gorgeous looking curveball from the catcher, or now pitcher, Malik Thomas. The 0-1. Another curveball in there for a strike. It is quickly 0-2. That pitch is caught on a missed, strike three. Throw over to first is in time. And that will do it here for the sixth. We go to the top of the seventh inning. 4 runs to tie, 5 to take the lead for Church Point. They are down to their final 3 outs. Back here at the Youngsville Sports Complex, where Church Point are now down to their final 3 outs here in the 7th inning. Andrew Arizola looking to pitch a complete game, and Arizola has been downright dominant so far, only giving up 1 run in 6 innings of work. He's got a couple of strikeouts, give him 6 strikeouts to his name. His defense has played really well behind him. So we will see the 4, 5, and 6 hitters come up. And we will see a pinch hitter here. That's Austin Jones. Pinch hitting in the spot for Dolaman. Oh, no, excuse me. That's number 10, Isaiah Joseph. Dolaman struck out to end the 6th. That is my bad. So that's 7 strikeouts to Arizola's name, as the first pitch to Joseph is a foul ball. That will hit on top of us and actually roll somewhere. Looks like not in front of us. It is 0-1. So it's Joseph, Alleman, and Herbert, as that pitch is low. It is 1-1. The 1-1 is cut on and missed. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the shortstop Isaiah Joseph, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch is lined, base hit into left field, just over the leaping attempt over there at third base by Elizondo. So the leadoff base runner here for Church Point, with nobody out. That'll bring up Seth Alleman. Excuse me, that is a pinch hitter. That's actually Wyatt Smith who is hitting, as that pitch is lined into center field for a base hit. So now things getting a little bit interesting here in the 7th inning, as make it back-to-back base hits for Church Point. And time now, as that might be it for Arizola after the back-to-back base hits. So a masterful job here by Arizola. He will be responsible for the runners over at first and second. We'll have a new pitcher here for the Heat of Texas. We'll be back. I'll tell you more about the new pitcher after a quick break.
almost ready to surrender my heart to you, only you.
The new pitcher for the Texas Heat is Jaron Nievas Cavazos with runners at first and second and nobody out. The third base umpire just needs to get back in position here before we can go ahead and resume play. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Church Point needs 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. The batter is Jordan Herbert, and the runner is back just in time. Oh my goodness, that was awfully close out there at second base. The umpire signaling safe even though the ball's in the pitcher's hands. My goodness, that was awfully close. Nievas Cavazos loves high pressure situations. The first pitch is a ground ball, just foul. That ball, if it was fair, that would have brought 2 home. So Smith is on first. That pitch is outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Winner of this game plays Palmview. They'll have to beat them twice. That pitch in there for a strike, and it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nievas Cavazos ready. Gets the sign. The pitch to Herbert dances outside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nievas Cavazos throws over to second. It goes into center field. The throw into third is not in time. Aggressive base running here by Church Point. As things now really interesting. Second and third, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count. The payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the pitcher. He will look the runner back to first. The throw comes home and he is out! It's a double play! And just like that, there are now 2 away on the double play. Nievas Cavazos throws over to first, and then the first baseman, Seth Pierce, throws a absolute seed to home to get the double play. Church Point now down to their final out. Runner on second. How quickly this inning just turned. The first pitch is in there for a strike to Lopez, who is 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-1 misses. The count evens up at 1-1. Oh, how quickly this inning turned. It looked really good for Church Point there, and then in a brief second, the double play happens. The 1-1 just misses inside. Might have been a little upstairs as well, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Happening over on the field to my right, Nassau Orange will play. They have yet to lose a ball game so far in this tournament, as the 2-1 is downstairs. It is 3-1. They will have to lose twice, so they have the advantage over there in the field to our right. The 3-1 from Cavazos is in the turf for ball 4. Runners now on first and second. That will bring up Nathan Clark, who has a triple to his name. So down to their final out is Church Point. The 9-hitter Nathan Clark has a triple to his name today. As that pitch misses for a ball, it is 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Runners take their lead from first and second. The pitch is grounded to short. Over to shortstop. Throw on to third is in time, and that will do it. A very smart play out there by the shortstop, Jesse Hernandez, to throw it on to third, and that will do it. Here, the Texas Heat will live to see another ball game. They'll get Palmview in our game following this. They will have to beat Palmview twice, as Palmview has yet to lose. They have ran through the winner's side of the bracket. So with that being said, Texas Heat win this ball game by a score of 5-1. Our player of the game is Andrew Arizola, who pitched 6 beautiful innings of one-run baseball, had 7 strikeouts to his name. That'll do it here for this game between Church Point and Texas Heat. Following this, we will have the Texas Heat and Palmview to go. Winner of that game will go to the championship game to battle for the South Zone Tournament. That'll be it for me. I've been Samuel Goldberg. I'll see you on the other side here for Texas Heat and Palmview.